Knockin on heaven's door. 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 Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knockin on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knockin on heaven's door. Knockin on heaven's door. Knockin on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knockin on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knockin on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knockin on heaven's door. Knockin on heaven's door. Knockin on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knockin on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Like we did long time ago before we send it to that ball. I'll be on some king shit, kneel and kiss my ring shit. They be on some homosexual, come on let's swing shit. But my heart too pure for that. Flip would never go that route. I would rather die before I ever let them turn me out. Plus I'm on a mission to get the youth to listen to every word that's coming out my mouth. Flip out the Chris in you. Flip is not a Christian or a Muslim or a black Hebrew. Flip just has a plan to get some cheese and try to keep it true. With his people going through hard times and tribulation, teach them how to get this paper, help rebuild the black nation face to face with racism. Flip would never bow to that. White supremacy shall flip, shall lead them busters on their back. Straight up out commit with the DNA of royalty, characteristics of a G, integrity and loyalty flowing through my veins. I'm about to take us to the top again. Ancestry of slavery, but still proud to be African. Overstanding everything would take the chains up off your brain. Following a person cause her skin color makes you insane. Lame cat, talking talk, but they never make a move. Hustle and flow with me, cause flips about your show improve. Every time I hit the booth, many devils hit the flow, cause they know I speak the truth to keep knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door.
Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door.
Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. And I know if you won't chop right now, my friend, it's time to fall. Y'all say the first, they gon' be last, the last, they gon' be first. So I'm spitting venom at these devils in each and every verse. Time will tell if flips a man, a man that stands behind his word. Coming up out of court like Machiavelli, spitting, flipping birds like Malcolm X. I'm staring death right back in his evil eyes, exposing all these wicked lies that keep my people hypnotized. Fantasies of life without worrying and full of stress motivates my grind and shine to get flip up out this here mess. Mess that I was born into, but I won't complain, just play the card that I'm holding in my hand, and I plan to be the man in charge. Dodging all these haters and these fakers like some potholes, cause I know they come straight in like friends, but they be really foes. Glorious, magnificent is the name of the Most High. Flip is just a servant who gon' rep it till the day he die. Multiply your dignity, add it to your faithfulness. Subtract all the selfishness, then you gon' end up plenty blessed. Blessed enough to help another man that needs a helping hand. Just like Bill Wilbers, you can lean on Flip, go see your friend. Friend to the very end, who will truly die for you. But only those who can truly say for me, with them the same is true. I've been on the grind for years, since about like 94. 15 years consistently of me knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door.
Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door.
Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Y'all better recognize, Flip come to open your eyes. Eyes to the grave situation that we face today. Governmental institutions trying to take your life away. Imagine Imagine having life without big brother standing over you, manipulating your whole life with it. They try to smother you, teaching you to live alone, never try to unify. But if we don't unify, our destiny will be to die. To die without a fight will be the sin above all sin. So stop backstabbing and let's go back to being real friends. Divide and conquer's been the way for Satan since the beginning. And I'ma tell you right now, because of it he is winning. People best to wake up quick, fasting in a hurry now. Like Sugar Ray against Hagler, it's about time for a flurry now. Stuck up in the corner with your back pressed against the ropes, believing in a puppet who been paid to come and sell you hope. Dope ain't got nothing on religion, it's division too. Preachers playing the role of pimps, controlling everything you do. Systematic suckers gonna get it for the shit they spew. Depart from me, I never knew you, partner. Who the fuck are you? Solomon was said to be the wisest king that ever reigned, and he said that everything that man does under the sun is vain. Knowledge is the key to life, and wisdom is a precious jewel. And if you won't sell everything you got to get it, use a fucking fool. Flip a feeling, future fate. Now it's time to cooperate. Do it now before too late, or get held up at heaven's gate. Catch me on the grind with mine, on the street or at a show. Forever till it open up, I'll be knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door. Yep, I know it's time to ball. Knocking on heaven's door.
Knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door.
Yep, I know it's time to ball.
They got money, and they forgot about Africa. That's not keeping it real. When you take your money and bring it back to Africa, then you keeping it real. You hear me? How they gonna be living over there? They living. And them cats got $500,000 cars.
mais yaa ko déglu mu ne seen gars yi li ñu am quoi mu ne ñun faale xam nga gars yi dañu war a indi seen xaalis fii la.
We need to bring that money back over here. I tell you, if we can just bring a little money.
Show your first win in Senegal.
Yeah, first time. Man, we could bring a little. Man, I could get 10 people in America to come over here with their money, and the whole country would be rich.
Yeah, you don't know, sir. Yeah. You know, you talk good English. You're a good Englishman.
You hear what I said?
You understand everything.
All we have to do is come over here and invest. Africa got oil, gold, diamonds. Senegal, we invest in Senegal, make Senegal the richest country on the continent, and then all the poor people come to us when they need help. That's how you do it. Easy. That shit's simple, Father.